I'm at Ivywood, and I just met with the termite inspector, which made a lot of. He pointed out a lot of stuff to me, and he took a lot of pictures. He's going to go back to his boss. They'll make a determination on the best way to treat the house. But while we were here, we did see a couple spots where there's wetness inside the house. We actually had a really heavy rainstorm last night, so it was a great test to come out to the house and see how it did. But there were a couple spots. Some I can tell where the cause is, others I can't. Just want to show you the exterior before I walk inside the house. As you can see with this design, there's a bit of flat roof after the first layer of shingles, and I think some of that water is getting into the house. Honestly, I think it's really a bad design the way it is. It's so flat. The water, if it doesn't evaporate, seems to find a way into the house if it sits there too long. At least from a glance, from what I can see, it seems like it just is a very flat roof where the water is not falling off. But anyway, I just want to show you the spots inside where I do see wetness. There's basically two areas. The garage has a couple spots, and then also the downstairs bedroom does, and that's where I was able to determine the cause from that one. So as you go into the garage, you can see a couple areas where it's wet. Now it's not raining anymore, and if it was, I could probably see dripping and be able to maybe better pinpoint what that's from. But you can see there's clearly wetness inside the house. Earlier, we could see it dripping off this ductwork. And it does look a little bit wet up in here, but it's really hard to tell without it being raining heavily to see where the drip's coming from. But the other spot, which is more obvious, like I said, is coming from that roofing area upstairs and then dripping into the house from the side. You can see here the wetness there coming into the house. And I'll show you the cause from that. It's from this side area. And when we were here earlier, we can actually see a little bit of water around this area. Because the rain has stopped, it's really not as obvious. But the ceiling area is actually fine. No wetness, looks great. But here, as you can see, the water is, I don't know how well you can see from the video, but it's kind of sitting on the roof, which is really just, I feel like, a poor design, that the water didn't just fall right off the roof. And then if this area is not in great condition, the water can then find its way inside the house. So looks like the water's getting in here, coming down through, and leaking into the downstairs bedroom. So just wanted to point that out. That'd be also something of high emphasis to correct, as well as the termites, before doing the restorations.